have children, parents, or siblings, how many people have someone they love, someone they care about? Good evening, Toastmasters. If you said yes or raise your hand to any of these, then you're going to want to listen to what I have to say tonight. And if you're taking notes, you probably only write down 3 words, so you can put the pens down. So let me start by taking a poll. How many people in this room have a will? So for those people who don't know what a will is, it's a legal document that distributes your assets and your personal possessions after you pass away. And so since that, I'm going to explain in 2 simple steps about something that I think about often. What I seem to question myself about at least 4 to 5 times a week is how can I care more for the people that I love, my loved ones? How can I care more? And it's not something I think about all the time, but at least almost every other day I think about it, especially geared towards my daughter. And there's 2 simple steps to that. The first one is what I just mentioned, is getting a will. And if you don't have a will, what'll happen in the state of Florida if you don't have a will and you pass away? Does anyone know?
It goes to probate.
It's going to go to probate, right? What does that mean? The state of Florida is going to temporarily take possession of all of your assets and distribute it how they see fit. But before they distribute it, what happens before they distribute it?
Anyone can put a claim
That's
on
right.
it.
That's right, Janelle. The IRS is going to tax you, right? The IRS is going to tax that estate, called estate tax. And that's IRS is going to tax you first, then the state of Florida is going to tax you, then the judge will distribute the assets as he sees fit. He'll just take a look at your closest relatives, kind of pick and choose if you haven't submitted documents to state your claim, basically, to the assets. So that's step number 1. To care more for your loved ones, is to get a will. And since that's only 1 word, the 3-word thing that I'm talking about is probably step 2, which is the revocable living trust. And she probably knows this, but if you have a will, that's good enough to just distribute some assets generally. It's a general idea. But if you don't have a revocable living trust, which turns the will into a pour-over will, it pours everything into the will into the revocable living trust, then the lawyers and your family don't know exactly how you wanted everything distributed. Not only that, the amazing thing about a revocable living trust is that it doesn't receive the estate tax. It doesn't go through probate. So let me ask you all a question. Does everyone know who James Gandolfini is?
Yeah.
Okay. James Gandolfini. He was Tony Soprano in the hit TV show The Sopranos. When he was booking his trip to Italy, Rome, Italy, with his wife, he wanted to sit down with his lawyer first. He said, "Listen, I really need to start a will." And it's pretty late in his life. He said, I really need to start a will before I go on this trip. I said, sure, let's do it. They spent some time, spent some hours, got the will written out. And after some hours, the lawyer asked him, now do you want to set up your revocable living trust? And he said, well, I really don't have time for that. I'm going to do that when I get back. Okay, so he left, and while he's on his trip, his wife walks into their bathroom, and he's on the floor, dead from a heart attack. He's age 51. Dead from a heart attack. Come to find out, back home, when everyone's settling his estate, he's worth about $70 million. And out of that $70 million, because he did not have a revocable living trust, everything was distributed as it was said in the will, but it had to go through probate. Going through probate and getting taxed by the IRS and taxed by the state, he was taxed 55% of 80% of his estate, which is $30 million. So $30 million went to the IRS, the rest to his heirs. That's a huge tax. And so none of us in this room probably have $70 million, but you probably have at least $70,000. Think about it at the end, when you only have a will, or not even have a will at all, $70,000, you would love for your child to have that. You would love for your loving spouse, or maybe even your parents, if you don't have any children, to have that. But over 55% of that, the IRS will take first, and then the rest will be split among your heirs. So how do we care more about the ones that we love? We prepare things for them. And we prepare things for them along the way, like we prepare our children along the way to go to school. They don't know where to go. They don't know what to do. And we've prepared ourselves to build up these assets. We worked so hard to build up these assets for ourselves, for our children, for our parents.